Let's talk about an intriguing topic in the realm of generative AI: prompt engineering. As the name suggests, generative AI is all about systems that generate output, whether it's text, images, or any other type of content. As you will see in the next section of this course, large language models, or LLMs, which are the powerhouse of generative AI, are designed to generate human like text based on input prompts. In addition to generating human like text, LLMs also help translate our prompts into outputs of other type of content, such as images and videos. This means that the better our input prompts are, the likelier we are to achieve higher quality output from any generative AI tool. Today, we'll be exploring several key aspects related to these input prompts. We'll clarify what exactly a prompt is and its role in shaping the model's output. We'll distinguish between prompt design and prompt engineering, and then move on to introduce various methods of prompt engineering. And lastly, we'll discuss the limitations of prompt engineering to give you a realistic understanding and expectation of this exciting process. So let's get started. So, what is a prompt? A prompt is essentially a piece of text that is given to a generative AI model as input. But it's not just any text, it serves a fundamental purpose. These prompts are your communication link to the model. They direct the AI model and steer its output generation. The model takes in your prompt, processes it, and delivers an output that aligns with the prompt's instruction. In other words, these prompts are your tool for controlling the model's output. Think of a prompt as your guiding instruction to the generative AI model, like a director guiding an actor. The more precise and clear your direction, the better the performance you can expect from the actor. Similarly, well designed prompts enable the model to produce higher quality and more specific outputs. Remember, the key lies in the quality and design of your prompts. And this is where the concepts of prompt design and prompt engineering come into play, which we are going to discuss now. As we mentioned earlier, the quality of the prompt plays a crucial role in determining the quality of the output from a generative AI model. Here, two concepts come into the picture: prompt design and prompt engineering. Prompt design refers to the crafting of prompts that are specific to the task that the model is asked to perform. For instance, if you want the model to translate a piece of text from English to French, the prompt would be written in English and specify that the desired output should be in French. In essence, it's all about creating prompts that will generate the desired output. On the other hand, we have prompt engineering. This process is more about enhancing the performance of the model. It involves strategies like leveraging domain specific knowledge, providing examples of the desired output, or incorporating keywords known to be effective for any particular generative AI model. So, you see, while both concepts revolve around crafting prompts, they serve different purposes. Prompt design is about tailoring prompts to tasks, while prompt engineering aims to boost performance. However, they aren't mutually exclusive. In practice, creating an effective prompt often involves both designing it for the task and engineering it for better performance. Now, let's look at some of the techniques employed in prompt engineering to maximize the output quality of our generative AI models. One such method is using domain specific knowledge. When you know the task area well, you can leverage that expertise to design prompts that guide the model more effectively. For instance, if you're working in medical AI, you might use medical terminology and structures in your prompts to increase accuracy. Another method is to use keywords known to be effective for a specific model. Just as in search engine optimization, where specific keywords help rank pages higher, Certain keywords can direct the model more effectively. The choice of keywords would be based on the model's training data and its learned patterns. With models like Bard or ChatGPT, you can directly ask the model about these keywords and how to use them to optimize your prompt. We should also consider advanced strategies such as role prompting, shot prompting, and chain of thought prompting. Role prompting is a technique where we instruct the Gen AI model to take on a certain role or persona while generating its output. For instance, you could instruct the model to respond as if it's a historian explaining the causes of the First World War. The model then uses its training data to generate a response that aligns with this persona. Shot prompting, on the other hand, involves giving a shot of context before the actual instruction. You can provide examples of the desired output. This helps guide the model by providing it with a reference or blueprint of what's expected. For example, if you want a summary of a document, you might provide a few examples of summaries along with the original text. Or if you're looking for a review of a film, instead of simply saying, write a review of the film X, you could say, imagine you have just finished watching the thrilling film X in a crowded cinema. Write a review of the film. This added context can guide the model to produce more emotionally charged and context aware output. There are different types of shot prompting: zero, one, and few shot prompting. Zero shot prompting tasks the Gen AI model without prior examples. For example, translate this English sentence into French. The cat is sleeping. Here, we are providing a task without a specific example of how it should be done. One shot prompting provides a single example for guidance. For example, continue the following story. Once upon a time, in a land far away, there was a brave knight. And then we provide an example of a story continuation. The model then tries to continue the story following the style of the example we provided. And we have few shot prompting, which is also known as multi shot prompting. Here, we provide multiple examples to assist the model. An example would be asking the model to generate a product review, preceded by a series of example product reviews. The model will try to write a review similar to the examples we provided. And last but not least, chain of thought prompting involves providing a line of reasoning or argument to the Gen AI model. Instead of a direct question or instruction, you give a series of thoughts that lead to the question. For example, instead of asking, what are the causes of global warming? You would prompt with, we've seen an increase in global temperatures over the last few decades. This change, often referred to as global warming, seems to be influenced by various factors. What are these causes? These strategies can enhance the richness and relevance of the model's output, further demonstrating the power of skillful prompt engineering. Remember, these are not standalone methods, but can often be combined to engineer a powerful prompt. Now that we have an understanding of these techniques, let's move on to the limitations of prompt engineering. While prompt engineering opens up exciting opportunities to fine tune the output of a generative AI model, it's important to bear in mind that it's not a magic wand that can always guarantee perfect results. There are certain limitations and constraints we need to be aware of. First, generative AI models, although powerful, are not omnipotent. They're trained on a diverse range of data, but this doesn't mean they have the ability to accurately answer any question or fulfill any task you prompt. For example, the model doesn't have the capability to generate content outside its training cutoff date or accurately predict future events. Second, the accuracy and relevance of the model's output highly depends on the quality and clarity of your prompt. However, even a perfectly crafted prompt may not always produce the expected result due to the inherent unpredictability of the AI models. Third, even with meticulous prompt engineering, Models may sometimes generate outputs that are factually incorrect or nonsensical. This is because these models generate responses based on patterns they learned during training, and they don't understand the content in the human sense. And lastly, certain tasks might require a level of specification or domain specific knowledge that surpasses the model's training. A general purpose generative AI model may not be able to accurately generate highly specialized content or response to highly technical prompts in fields like law, advanced mathematics, or specific medical subdisciplines. So, while prompt engineering is a powerful tool, it is essential to be aware of these limitations to maintain realistic expectations and use generative AI models more effectively. All right, let's wrap things up. Today, we've explored the world of prompts in generative AI models. We've learned about prompt design and engineering and discussed various methods like short prompting, role prompting, and chain of thought prompting. Remember, prompt engineering is not a magic bullet. It's a tool, and like any tool, it has its limitations. So, experiment with creating your own prompts and explore the possibilities. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.